What's up, Greg? I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. This, of course, is another episode of Dr. Dan's Crazy Experiment Lab. Because today, we're gonna be doing a crazy experiment. So in case you haven't noticed by now, I have a very strong obsession for bad ads on Instagram. Specifically, bad ads for mobile games. So much so that I now have an entire series of videos where I talk about bad ads on Instagram. Why are these game companies making such strange ads? Who is downloading these games based on these strange ads? Quite frankly, none of it makes any sense to me, and it's slowly driving me insane. Take this ad, for example. Doesn't make any sense. Not sure how this would make me want to download the game. It mostly just makes me feel dirty. Makes me want to take a shower, not download the game. All of these ads seem like they have one thing in common, and that's that they're like totally lying about what the game is. Like that spanking bear, not in the game. So every time I make one of these videos on bad ads, or badads as I like to call them, I find myself wondering, how could these possibly work? But I mean, they must, right? They must work. People must download these games, otherwise all of these like marketing firms would be out of business. I mean, when you look at the App Store, most of the games I've talked about in my videos are very popular. So over the course of the next few days, I'm going to be conducting an experiment and doing this very thing myself. But Danny, you don't have a game. You're not an app developer. What are you gonna advertise? Well, that's a very stupid question, and you should be ashamed for asking it, but I will answer. I'm going to be advertising me. And this. My YouTube channel. I'm gonna be advertising my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be making 3 ads. 2 of them are gonna be totally nonsensical, weird, ridiculous ads like the type you would see for mobile games on Instagram. I'm gonna be using all of the tropes that they use, the weird techniques, and then the other ad is going to be an actual ad for my channel. I'm going to be making an honest attempt at actually making a good ad for my channel that actually represents what I do on my channel. And using YouTube's built-in advertising tools, I'm going to be spending $20,000. That really hurts to say and think about. Advertising all of these bad boys all across YouTube to see which one of them, if any, work. Obviously, $20,000 is a lot of money, and there's no way in hell I could do this if it weren't for our sponsor, Experian. Experian has been very gracious and offered to sponsor today's video, so thank you to Experian. Stick around to the end of the video to learn more about Experian and how you can boost your credit score instantly for free. So, which will work better? The insane ads that I make based off the mobile game ads, or my honest attempt to make a good ad? Will my good ad even be good? Will any of these ads even work at all? I don't know. Actually, I have no idea. There's a good chance none of these ads will work and this will all be a gigantic waste of time and money. But either way, I'm excited to find out. I could have used this money to feed my family or take my wife out on a nice vacation, but nah, I'm gonna do this instead. I think it's worth it. All right, well, now that I've talked about what this video is going to be all about, let's talk about the ads that I'm gonna make. I've covered a lot of bad Instagram ads on my channel, and they're all weird in so many different and unique ways, but I think I've boiled down their main characteristics into just a few bullet points, which I will go over for you here. The first one, cryptic wording. Seems like pretty much every one of these weird ads has some sort of cryptic wording that leaves you wondering, what the fuck does that mean? For example, some of these ads say, if you do so-and-so, you will be legally skilled. That doesn't mean anything to anybody, and yet somehow these ads are getting millions of downloads. I think that this one works so well because it confuses people to the point where the only way that they can possibly make sense out of what's going on is to download the game themselves and figure out what they mean. Disturbing images. This one makes me think of that skinned and gutted Donald Duck. I'm not really sure what the theory is behind this one. It's a little bit strange. I feel like usually including an image of a disgusting duck in your ad would make people not want to download the game because they'd be like, ugh, are there more pictures of gross ducks in this game? Maybe this isn't for me, but I guess some people are drawn to that sort of thing. The spanking bear is a bit of an anomaly because it almost seems like a cry for help. While you might want to avoid the bear who's doing the spanking, it definitely seems like the bear who's being spanked needs your help. And obviously the only way to help them would be to download the game. Sexualized characters. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. If your game doesn't have big butt or big boob, no one's gonna wanna play your game. Unfortunately, I don't really feel comfortable sexualizing women in any of these ads, so I'll probably be sexualizing myself. Okay, next one, impossible promises. This sort of goes along with cryptic wording because they're usually paired together. Impossible promises can be things like, you will be legally skilled, even though that doesn't make any sense. Or like I talked about that pumpkin one, you will legally become a pumpkin. To my knowledge, the United States doesn't recognize pumpkins in any legal sense, so the assertion that we could somehow become a legal pumpkin by playing this game is totally impossible, and yet the game promises it anyway. And the only way I can explain this one is that some people must believe These impossible promises? Some people must really believe that if they play a game, they'll get to play in the Super Bowl, or heaven forbid, turn into a pumpkin. I don't know why that's alluring to some people. I guess it's like a little bit of escapism. Oh God, I don't have to worry about my homework or my job anymore if I'm just a pumpkin. Life would be so much easier if I were only a gourd. And then the last one, there's really no other way to describe it other than just straight up nonsense. This is just a general category for all of the shit that didn't fit in these bullet points. There was an ad that I talked about a while ago that instead of having a caption, it just said text for header on the thing. Like they forgot to finish the ad and they uploaded it anyway. And they paid to advertise it all across Instagram while never putting in a text for the header. Now, while I'd like to think that this was an accident, I feel like it was definitely intentional. And so I put it here because I'm going to try to replicate this same chaotic energy. So we've got cryptic wording, disturbing images, sexualized characters, impossible promises, and utter nonsense. So since I'm making 2 ads, I don't think each one will have all of these things because most ads that I talk about don't have every single one of these things, but I'm going to try to, between the 2 of them, use all of these things. All right, well, without further ado, let's get into making these cursed, godforsaken ads. Green screen. Yep, I'm doing it all in front of a green screen. That'll make it way easier to put whatever I want in the background, so I can have like a medieval castle or, you know, Guy Fieri in the background if I wanted to. I don't, but if I did, he could be in the background. Okay, so I pretty much know what I'm gonna do for these ads. I went to Party City. I got some props, 2 to be specific. So now all I have to do is film a bunch of shit in front of this green screen, and it's gonna look really weird while I'm doing it before it's edited because, you know, it won't make any sense, but I promise that once it's edited, it will look even worse and make less sense. So for the first ad, I'm gonna be spanking myself, so I have to figure out exactly where my butt is gonna be so I know where to hit. Yeah! You idiot! Subscribe to the channel! Come on! Is that long enough? Yeah, I didn't really think about how long this is supposed to be. The short ones are like 15 seconds, so I probably need 15 seconds worth of spanking. God, that's such an uncomfortable amount of time to be pretending to spank the air and screaming at the camera. Oh yeah, you like that, huh? Okay, I'm wearing a different shirt, and now it's time to get 15 seconds of me screaming in agony because I'm being spanked. Ooh! Oh, owie! Oh, jeez, ow, that kind of hurts. Oh, hey, can you subscribe? See, I don't want to give people nightmares. I feel like that's really gonna freak some people out. But I mean, I guess that's how you get people to click on your ads. If I came across this ad, I would be very disturbed. I mean, I have come across this ad and I was very disturbed, so that makes sense. Okay, for the next one, I need to be in 3 different costumes and look 3 different ways. Kind of like that Hustle Castle ad where there's the girl that evolves each time and becomes a different level of sexy. Okay. Well, that's enough of that. I think we're done recording all of the ads, so now it's time to edit them. I just finished editing the ads that I'm going to be putting up, and uh-oh, I think I made a big mistake. I think I made a pretty big oopsie this time. While I was putting together the ads, I was feeling pretty good about it, but then like when it came time to actually watch them all in their completed form, I just had this moment where I was like, there's no way anybody is going to click on any of these ads. I mean, obviously the 2 weird ones are pretty out there to begin with, but even the good ad that I tried to make, I feel like no one is gonna click on this. I think that I accidentally forgot to make it good. So I guess I should show you these before I actually put them up. Keep in mind, I'm also disappointed. Okay, I'm gonna show you the actual ad first, the one where I actually describe my channel. Have you been targeted by deeply disturbing ads on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube? Ever seen a movie that's so bad it's actually good? Well, you're not the only one. It happens to me, constantly. Please make it stop. On my channel, I make jokes about it. It's goofy, it's funny, but most importantly, it's silly. Please subscribe to my channel. Okay, the next ad is taking inspiration from a few different types of ads that I've talked about, so let's watch that ad. You know you're never gonna make it in this town, right? You stupid little weasel boy. You ugly, dirty little weasel of a man. You're not a chipmunk, you're not a monkey, you're not an elf, and you're not a chipmunk, all right? You're a weasel, a dirty little weasel. What'd you think? Did you like it? Would you click on this ad? You can be honest. So you've got 1 week subscribed, you're just this average Joe. 2 weeks subscribed, you're a little bit thick, and you'll notice you also get kind of cool. You got sunglasses and a backwards hat. And then 1 month subscribed, I misspelled that on purpose. After 1 month subscribed, you're thick as all get out, and you're also also a wizard now. So if you subscribe to my channel, after 1 month of being subscribed, you can be a wizard. Of course, the caption is directly inspired by the Hustle Castle ads. I do everything on my channel with the little like, face. I'm hoping that this will really like pique people's curiosity and make them want to click on the ad because they're like, what does he mean, everything? So while I don't think this will convince anybody to subscribe to my channel at all, I am pretty proud of this one. I like the overall look to it. It's got a lot going on. I feel like every time you watch this ad, you'll notice something different, and I think people will get a kick out of it. But I don't think anyone's going to click on it. Okay, and then there's this final ad. If any of them have a shot at convincing people to subscribe, I think it might be this one, just because I feel like this one will give people a very visceral reaction. They'll have no choice but to subscribe. So let's check this one out.
Ow, ow, oh.
Yeah, you like that?
Ooh,
oh, you
ooh,
like getting spanked like that? Hey, why don't you subscribe to the channel, huh?
Please subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe to the channel, otherwise I'm gonna keep spanking this little guy, huh? Yeah!
Oh, he's really
yeah. So that's that ad. Did you like it? Now I know what you're thinking. Gosh, Danny, I wish I could subscribe to your channel again because of that ad. And I wish you could too, but unfortunately, YouTube hasn't implemented a double subscription feature yet. But if you're not subscribed, the good news is that you can subscribe now because you saw that ad. Obviously, it's gonna be kind of jarring for people to see this person spanking this other person, and then eventually I turn around and you see that I'm spanking myself. I think that will definitely freak people out. And then there's the caption, if you subscribe to the good boy, which is obviously me, you are legally pencil sharpener. I think what will really get people to click on this ad, if anything, is how devious the spanker looks and how just sad and totally distraught the spankee is. So now we've got our ads ready to go. I guess the only thing left to do is actually put them up on YouTube and start advertising. Okay, so here's what you see when you go to YouTube's ad platform and start creating a video campaign. How do you want your ad to show up on YouTube? You can have it either play before YouTube videos or placed as a thumbnail next to related videos or on the YouTube homepage. So I'm gonna want it to play before videos. Oh yeah, just like that, baby. Look at my big stupid face all up on people's videos. And then the next thing is, after viewers click your ad, where do you want to send them? That's actually a good question. I haven't thought about that. After giving it a good long think, I decided to have the ads linked to a video. Specifically, my first video on Billion Surprise Toys, because I feel like it's one of my funniest videos and it exemplifies what I do on my channel pretty well, so if any video has a chance at convincing people to subscribe, it's that one. What languages do your customers speak? English? Because that's the language I speak. I'm gonna remove all of these older groups. I think I'm just gonna play it safe and just do 18 to 24. Parental status. Don't really know if this is important, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't want any parents watching my videos. If you're a parent, unsubscribe. Just kidding. You can watch my videos if you have kids, I don't care. What products do your customers intend to buy? I don't know what you guys intend to buy. Danny Gonzalez. Skateboarding equipment. No, that doesn't have anything to do with my channel. Thank you, YouTube, but no thanks. Daily budget. Okay, so 20,000 divided by 3 videos divided by 3 days is $2,222.22 per day per video. 2222.22. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. Okay, so this tells me how many views. Holy shit, this is gonna get me. So it looks like it's guaranteeing me that I'll get between 500,000 and 1.7 million views? Is that per day? Per video? Damn. Okay guys, this is really starting to become a numbers game. Even though these ads are awful and statistically no one wants to click on them, if we show them to like 1 million people each, statistically somebody's gotta want to click on them, right? Okay, things are looking up a little bit. Except things weren't looking up because I'm actually an idiot and didn't realize that those were estimates for a week's worth of advertising, and I would only be advertising each video for about 3 days. So none of them would get nearly that many views. All right, baby, let's create this campaign. Is it gonna let me say how long I want to run this campaign for? For some reason there was no way to say when it should stop, because I said $2,000 per day and then create campaign, and YouTube was just like, all right, thanks. We will take $2,000 every day. Forever. Is there any way to do that? Is there any way to say, hey, please stop spending me money? Okay, everything is good to go. We've got 3 campaigns running here. Subscribe to Danny Gonzalez, subscribe Spanking, and subscribe Wizards. So far, we've got 0 views, 0 impressions, and $0 spent. I'm very interested to see a few things. 1, will people who are already subscribed to me see this ad and know who I am and be like, what the fuck is wrong with Danny? 2, will I be able to see anyone's confused reactions to this ad? I would really like to. And then 3, is anybody gonna subscribe to my channel after this? There's only one way to find out, and that's to wait. So I guess now we just sit back, relax, and we'll check back in later to see how much money I've wasted. Okay, welcome back. It's been almost 2 days since that last clip. For some reason, it took like a day and a half for all of the ads to get approved and start running. So all of yesterday, I was like waiting and waiting for people to start seeing my ads, and it just never happened. But I woke up this morning and checked the app, and it looks like people are starting to see it. And then I checked Twitter, and yes, people are definitely getting it. And I think it's safe to say that people are losing their minds. I'm losing my mind. When did this become a real commercial? Danny Gonzalez, explain this. Yeah, so I apologize to everyone who was seeing these ads, especially the one of me spanking myself. I definitely feel like that could give you nightmares. A lot of these responses just seem like cries for help from people who can't get the image of me spanking a clone of myself out of their mind. It's just echoing in the halls of their mind and will be probably for the rest of their lives. I also saw that people were posting about it on my subreddit. I'm getting some very interesting responses here. The weird thing about it is everyone is obviously very confused, but a lot of people seem to be under the impression that I'm not behind this. Comments like, bro, why is Danny so thick? That's definitely a valid question. I don't have cakes nearly this fat in real life. So these are the interesting comments. Petition for Danny to see this. As if I'm not the one behind this, like some other company is using these videos of me to advertise like their app. And then also everyone spam Danny with this in every way possible, as if they're trying to get me to see it, thinking that I have no idea that this is happening. I guess it just goes to show how fucking weird of an idea this is, that nobody thinks that I, in my right mind, would ever do this. But boy, are they wrong. Okay, now let's check to see if any ad is doing particularly better. Whoa, what? Holy shit. All right, it actually is pretty interesting. So the one with the least amount of clicks so far is the Wizards one with 140 clicks. The one above that is just the regular ad where I just tell people to subscribe and what I do on my channel. That one has 160 clicks. And then the one with the most clicks with 195 clicks is the spanking one. Me getting spanked, I guess, really drives clicks. A couple first impressions. First off, not a lot of people are clicking on the ads. It's been shown to hundreds of thousands of people, and each one is like maybe 100 people clicked on it. So far, kind of seeming like a giant waste of money. But then the other interesting thing is that it seems like the normal ad and the spanking ad are kind of neck and neck. More people clicked on the spanking one, but then more people actually went to my channel to watch a video from the normal one. One thing's for sure though, the Wizard ad sucks ass. I think we can all agree that no one gives a shit about that ridiculously fat ass wizard. So anyway, that's like the first half day of having the ads up. So I guess let's just wait and see what happens next. They suspended my account. Google Ads suspended my account. I woke up this morning with an email from Google saying that my account was suspended due to suspicious payment activity. I don't know what that means. I saw charges coming through all yesterday on my credit card for Google Ads, so it was getting charged. I think that I might have had my billing address wrong and they just realized it. Either that or their automated system realized it was very suspicious that I was spending so much money advertising such weird fucking ads. Either way, I've got a little bit of time on my hands now because I had to submit an appeal and they have to decide whether they want to reinstate my account or not. So I really hope that they do so I can finish this video. But in the meantime, I think we should get a little bit somber for a second, take a little bit of a pause, and have a moment of silence. I realized last night and a little bit this morning that I was actually getting a lot of new people coming to my YouTube account. I was getting lots of comments on my most recent video and the video that I linked in the ads, and I was like, yes! The ads are working, people are coming to my account. It even seemed like people might not have been clicking on the ads, but they were instead just searching up my name and going to my most recent video. The only problem is that it seems like everybody who is coming to my channel is only coming to tell me that they hate my ads. Stop appearing in my ads, you fucking pale ape. Everyone over the age of 12 finds your advertising annoying. You make yourself look like a dumbass. Delete your ads. I hope you fucking die with your annoying ads all over YouTube. Stop with your ads. Please, stop giving me ads. Oh my fucking God. I think some of these people are confused about how ads work, because some of them just sound like they're annoyed that they're getting ads in general. Like they don't know that if my ads weren't there, they would just get ads for some other company. Or like I have the ability to specifically stop targeting one person. Like if I see that comment, I can just be like, oh, this person doesn't want my ads anymore? Okay. I'll just click their name and be like, stop. I can't do that, or at least I don't know how, and I'm not gonna try. I guess I did underestimate how annoying my ads would be, so I would like to take a brief moment to apologize to everybody that has had to see these ads without any context. I'm sorry if they made you uncomfortable. I'm sorry if they made you question your existence, and for that, we will take a moment of silence. Okay. I have gotten some good comments though. Came here after I saw one of your ads on a PewDiePie video. Mad respect. What the fuck? I saw this ad and I was like, I gotta click this, laughing my ass off. So I guess one of my ads was so weird that it did make somebody click on it because they were so confused and they wanted to find out what it was all about. I wonder if they were disappointed when they got to my channel and it wasn't just a bunch of videos of me spanking myself or calling you a filthy weasel. All right, well, I'll check back in if my account ever gets unsuspended. It's been 3 days since my account was suspended. 3 long days. You know, at first I was upset. I was bored. But in the end, I think I needed this time away. I had time to think again. To laugh. To love. To have fun. To feel alive. And I developed a southern accent. And at the end of those 3 long days, I knew I was ready. Ready to get back to work, advertising these goofy ass ads. The time has finally come. The ads are done. So the ads are finally done running. I just stopped all of them. So once my account got unsuspended, I was originally planning on having 2 more days of the ads running, but I wanted to get this video up in a timely manner, so instead, I decided to cram all the budget from those 2 days I had planned and put them into like 18 hours. So yesterday evening and today, people have been seeing the ad a lot. I tried a bunch of different things in YouTube's backend to try to make my own subscribers stop seeing these ads, but nothing seemed to work. My subscribers just keep on seeing these ads. But what about the newcomers to my channel? I fucking hate your ads. But I still think that the most interesting reaction to my ads are from people who already knew who I am and might have been subscribed to my channel, but thought that the ads were made by somebody else. Danny, they turned you into a mobile ad. That would be very interesting if game companies had the balls to take videos of me making fun of their ads and use them to promote their ads. I guess that did happen with Cody with TikTok, so I guess I could see them doing that. What's funny to me is that some people must think that there's videos of me spanking myself in front of a green screen just out there, or me dressed up like a wizard, a dumb thick wizard out there somewhere, that these game companies could have used to make the ads. But I'm just excited that the ads are finally done running, because you know what that means? It's time for the award ceremony. Hello everyone and welcome to the first annual Bad Ad Awards, or as I like to call them, the Badaddies. We've got lots in store for you tonight, including finding out who the big winner is. Will the normal ad prevail, or will the awful, terrible ads prove that the bad ads on Instagram are actually not so bad after all? We'll be covering all of that, but first, let's talk about money. How much money did I actually end up spending? Now, while I had my account set up to spend $20,000 total, I didn't realize that Google Ads can apparently decide, nah, we don't want your money, and we're not gonna show that ad as much as you want. So even though I had all my budgets set correctly, sometimes YouTube just didn't show my ad to people, especially the spanking one. I think the algorithm must have realized that like people really didn't like that ad, and so it was kind of hesitant to show it to people. For the thick wizard ad, Google Ads spent about $5,600. For the normal ad, Google Ads spent $4,100. And for the spanking ad, we spent about $3,300, which gives us a grand total of $13,174.03. So how many people saw each ad, you may be wondering? In total, the ads were shown to 1.3 million people. All right, let's get into the awards. So since YouTube showed each ad to a drastically different number of people, I think that the only fair way to compare them is through the CTR. CTR stands for click-through rate. It's the percentage of people who saw the ad and then clicked on it. Okay, before we find out our big winner, let's talk about the best worst ad. The best worst ad did the best job of being the worst ad. This ad performed the worst out of all the ads and should be ashamed of itself. All right, and the best worst ad is, and yes, I did write these all on unicorn thank you notes. It's the only cards we had in the house. All right, and the best worst ad with a total click-through rate of 0.26% is the normal ad. That's right, the ad where I gave an honest attempt at describing what I do on my channel and asking people to subscribe did the absolute worst. This does not bode well for who won the competition because it's very clearly one of the two awful ads that I had to subject people to. I think this says a lot about why Instagram ads do what they do. Granted, my normal ad was not that great. It was very silly, and I could see how people would just think, wow, this guy is just begging for subscribers. I'm not gonna click on this shit. But I think it says a lot that even though it's weird, me actually describing what I do on my channel couldn't beat out two awful, awful ads. All right, and now for the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to talk about the big winner. The big winner is obviously the ad that performed the best. Will it be the ad with the disturbing text messages, the cool guy with the sunglasses and the backwards turned hat, and that absolute unit of a wizard? Or will it be the ad of me spanking myself over and over, demanding that you subscribe to my channel? All the while the version of me who's being spanked is begging you, please, please subscribe. We'll find out right after this break. Okay, and we're back. Sorry, I just wanted to dance. And the big winner of the ad competition, with an average click-through rate of 0.39%, is the Thick Wizard ad. That's right, despite how bad it was doing at first, the Thick Wizard ad actually pulled through and got the highest click-through rate out of any of them. These results don't make any sense to me. I mean, I didn't expect the bad ads to do better in the first place. I thought this entire video was going to be me proving that these bad ads need to stop, and the only way to do that is to show that honest ads work better. So in that regard, I'm totally confused as to why the normal ad did so much worse than the other ones. But even between the spanking ad and the Thick Wizard ad, I did not expect the Thick Wizard ad to win. For one, that ad is the only one that doesn't even show or mention the fact that I have a YouTube channel. So I guess maybe the fact that the Wizard ad was more vague helped it? Another interesting thing I want to see is, did I actually gain any subscribers from this? So I gain like a different amount of subscribers every day, so a tiny minuscule change wouldn't really show up in my analytics. The only real way that I think I can check this is by going to the Billion Surprise Toys video that I linked to in all of the ads. So before I started running the ad, it looked like I gained about 30 to 50 subscribers a day from that video, and on the first day that I ran the ad, that went up to 90 subscribers. But then it dropped back down to about where it was before. So while I can't be 100% sure, because it's almost impossible to tell, it seems to me that spending about $13,000 on these ads got me about 40 subscribers. So I guess you could say it was all worth it in the end. All that trouble I went through and all of that money I spent, but hey, what would I do without those extra 40 subscribers? So, would I recommend making ads like this? I guess so. As long as they're as vague and confusing as this one, I guess people will click on it. Actually, not really, because when you look at the click-through rate, 0.39. Even though that was the best one, less than 0.5% of people who saw the ad clicked on it. That's not very good. Would I recommend advertising your YouTube channel using Google Ads? Fuck no. Everyone hates me now. All of the comments I keep getting are just like, oh, why don't you just die already with your stupid ads on your stupid videos? So no, I would not recommend this to anyone. All right, well that concludes the first annual Badaddies. Thank you all for watching, and now a word from our sponsor.
Hey there, Jimmy. What are you up to?
Hey, mister. I'm just sitting around, coloring, waiting for my credit score to get better.
Uh-oh. Well, that sounds awfully lame.
Yeah, I've been trying, but it's taking so long. And it's boring.
Well, why don't you try Experian Boost?
Because I don't know what that is.
Well, come with me and I'll show you, little guy.
Little guy?
Yeah, come on, kiddo.
I'm 30 years old.
Oh. But you're...
But I'm what?
You're coloring.
So?
It used to take months to improve your credit score, but not anymore. With Experian Boost, you can instantly boost your credit score for free by doing what you're already doing. Like paying your utilities or cell phone bills, which up until now you didn't get any credit for.
Jeepers, mister.
See, you're talking like a child. That's why I thought you were a child.
I don't know what you mean.
A higher credit score can help you establish credit or get access to preferred credit options. People all across America have already raised their credit score with Experian Boost, and you should too.
That sounds great. But do I have to ask my mommy's permission?
Didn't you say you're 30?
I am. It was just a question.
Experian Boost can potentially help you establish or increase your access to credit. It's safe, secure, and 100% free. No credit card required. Boost your FICO score instantly for free. Boost is only available at Experian.com/Danny or click the link in the description box.
Okay. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different than the stuff I usually do, but I had a lot of fun making it. If you're new to my channel and you're not subscribed yet, subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is my family here on YouTube. It's my fan base. We're the strongest family on the internet and the fastest growing army on the internet. Once you subscribe and turn on my notifications, you join Greg and you actually become legally related to me. If you guys want to come see me on tour, you can get tickets at wearetwodifferentpeopletour.com. It's gonna be me, Drew Gooden, and Curtis Connor performing stand-up, live comedy songs, live comedy sketches, and a bunch of really fun surprises that you won't want to miss. Thank you, Time Travel Bean, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I go to jail for stealing my own heart. Bye! This video is over now. Over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, a lot of fun. But you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. Over now. So why are you still watching this? Do you not have anything